Your words are magical. Your thoughts spread like an infection. The words you use every day unconsciously distance you from the life you want. But it's not your fault. Culture and society draw invisible boundaries through language, burying us in a life of automatism. What if I told you one day you could reprogram your mind? What if you could consciously shape your own reality by choosing every word you speak? In the next few minutes, you'll learn how to manifest your dreams using the vibrational power of the right words. Every word is a wave of energy. Every sentence, when directed with conscious intention, carries you toward the future you desire. Now is the time to reclaim your power as the main character of your story. Have you ever felt like your life is on autopilot? The goals you pursue, the values you believe in, and even the words you speak seem to have been unknowingly placed on a roadmap programmed by others. Have you ever felt trapped in a reality very different from the one you desire? The reason might be your words, but there's a secret you don't know. The words you use every day silently shape your mind, your world, and limit what you believe is possible. And this began from the moment you were born. Language isn't just a tool for communication. From the moment you learn to speak, words become a reflection of your thoughts, emotions, and subconscious. For centuries, powerful people have understood how language creates reality. Even if you don't consciously use it, the words you choose become tools that program your mind. You either open the doors to success, love, and happiness, or you remain trapped in the prison of limitations. The prison of language, programmed to think the way you've been taught. This prison is invisible, but its influence shapes your entire life. And this video is completely different from anything you've seen before. It's not just a transfer of information, it's a gateway to your life. I'll show you how to decipher the secret code of language that keeps people in mental cages and how to decipher the words that will finally set you free. There's a science behind it. Every word and every thought sends signals to your brain that change the way you behave. These signals shape your perception of what's possible, but 99% of people don't realize it. You're part of a small minority with the opportunity to break this cycle, and you shouldn't miss it. Imagine, you wake up and realize that every belief you hold, every goal you pursue, and every choice you make is entirely shaped by you. This is your power and your responsibility. From the moment you learn to speak, you can feel like a spell has been cast over you. Language is a system filled with hidden meanings designed to control and keep you under control. Every word you use, every sentence you repeat, is part of this system. Consider the concept of writing. When you put letters together to form words, you're casting a spell. This isn't just a poetic idea. It's a reminder that words have the power to create and control. Every time you write a word, you bring ideas to life. You give them shape and meaning. Even the random words you use have a hidden effect. Take the word covenant, for example. Break it down into its parts. Covenant, unity. It not only brings people together, but also binds, limits, and protects them with specific rules and obligations. These invisible chains are agreements that restrict your freedom. Separate the word human from in and san. It represents a being composed of light energy, yet society cannot see this. You are taught to be limited to a physical body, yet this hidden reminder in the word human reminds you that you are much more than you are told. You are a being of energy, a being of light. And even the simple word, awaken, carries a profound secret. Awakening is often thought of as a reunion after death, but true awakening is a kind of death. The death of your old, programmed self and the rebirth into a conscious existence. Chapter 2: The Secret Codes of Language and the Power of Awakening. Old beliefs begin with blindly following the script imposed on you by society. Waking up means releasing a part of yourself that still sleeps within this script and being reborn each morning. But now, pay closer attention. The first sounds of the morning, like morning, are a subtle reminder of what you lose with each awakening. Each day can feel like a repeat of the previous day. And even if you don't realize it, the system knows it all too well. The summons you feel when you are summoned to court is not merely an invitation, but a demand upon your very existence. Language is designed to control you like a sorcerer. Controlling a soul is as simple as gazing into the universe. Uni means one. Verse means word. The universe is a word. Everything arises from a single vibration. This demonstrates that everything that exists is created through spoken language. Reality itself is a linguistic pattern. Words and thoughts create a constant flow of energy. When each part combines, a vibration emerges that nourishes emotions and feelings. Your emotions are waves of energy, and every word directs, changes, and reshapes these waves. This is the power of language. It doesn't just express your thoughts. It also determines how you feel, how you think, and how you act. Your beliefs shape your reality. What you believe manifests itself in your life. This is why society places so much importance on words and beliefs. If they can control your beliefs, they can control the life you create. Consider the word broadcast. It means to spread ideas to a wide audience, to send a message. Every advertisement, headline, or news item is a broadcast, a spell. Society shapes your ideas with this spell. They manage your desires and fears. Don't forget who is in charge. Look carefully. Authorities are the authors of the world's story. They don't just enforce the rules. They set the course of the script without most people even realizing it. Even the word government carries a hidden message: to govern and shape minds. They don't just set laws. They determine how people think, what they believe, and what they consider normal. They don't just control. It's a form of mental guidance. It limits what you accept as reality. Consider the concept of a profession. At first glance, it seems like just a job, right? But this pursuit, which occupies your time, energy, and thoughts, is designed to keep your mind occupied. It traps you in tasks rather than reflecting on your purpose and goals. A profession is like an invisible spell. It teaches you how to think and care for yourself. Consider the word mortgage. Mort means death, and measure means lien. A mortgage is essentially like a death lien. It's a long-term contract that controls your life until your debt is paid in full. It steals your time and energy, ties you to the system, and offers only an illusion in return. What you possess are words that create invisible chains around you. Each of these words isn't just a label, they're a spell. They etch your language into layers, trapping you within invisible walls. But the truth is, you have the power to break free. You can use your spells to rewrite your language right now. Choose words that liberate you instead of words that limit you. Words that create possibilities instead of limitations. By using language consciously, you can shatter the script of your life and write your own story in its place. This isn't just an idea. It's a call to rewrite your life. Every word, every sentence is a vibration, and recognizing and harnessing that vibration is the key to your freedom and creative power. Chapter 3: The Mysterious and Ancient Influence of Language. If words are so powerful, why aren't most people aware of it? Because most are still asleep. They spend their lives repeating the same words without questioning their meaning. They fail to recognize the invisible chains. They fail to understand that language is not only a tool for communication, but also has the power to control and shape. Ask yourself, which words have you lived by? Words that liberate you, or words that limit you? Language is a tool of creation. It's up to you to reclaim it. Your goal isn't to limit, but to rewrite your story. The only question is whether you're ready to do it. Every time you speak, the hidden power within your words emerges. You are creating a spell that shapes your reality. This isn't just communication. It's an ancient spell hidden even in your daily routines. Ordinary actions like brushing your teeth, getting coffee, or going to work are part of an invisible creative force. You are a creator, and every word you speak is a manifestation of your life. Language itself is linked to magic. The Latin word grimoire means book of spells. The word grammar refers to the magical potential of words and sentences to influence reality. Creating words by combining letters can direct the vibration of existence. Occult influences are everywhere. Take the word alcohol, for example. Its origin comes from the Arabic word alol, meaning powdered coal for the eyes. Throughout history, many cultures have believed that alcohol deadens the soul, meaning the drinker's spirit leaves the body and becomes receptive to external energies. It's not just a beverage, it's a spirit invited in. Consider water. Every drop carries a memory. Water picks up the vibrations of everything it touches and responds to the emotions surrounding it. With this awareness, consciously drinking water allows you to consciously shape your energy. Fasting is not only a physical, but also a mental reset. It helps you break old patterns and align with a higher state of being. You can reprogram your mind, eliminate limitations, and elevate your level of consciousness. Have you realized the power of music? Music isn't just entertainment, it's hypnosis. The lyrics and rhythms of songs influence your subconscious and bind you to certain emotional patterns. Society uses music to align you with collective mindsets and specific emotions. Every song carries a message that shapes your thoughts. Pay attention to what you listen to. We are electromagnetic beings who generate energy with every thought and emotion. However, society uses us like batteries, placing us in a network of rules and roles. But remember, you are much more than just a part of the machine. You can choose how you use your energy, what you give, and what you receive. Every word, every rhythm, every thought is a vibration. Awaken and realize the true power of your words. Because language is not just speech, it is an ancient way of creating your life and gaining your freedom. Chapter 4: The Hidden Magic of Words and Creating Your Reality. Return to your words. You've probably wondered why your bank account doesn't instantly fill when you say, "I'm a millionaire." The magic of language is subtle, yet incredibly powerful. Research shows that repeated statements rewire your brain through neuroplasticity, changing your thought patterns and emotional state. Words don't just carry meaning, they shape your thoughts, beliefs, and even your emotions. Every statement you repeat becomes a spell that shapes your reality. Self-reports like, I'm not good enough, I'll never be successful, are ancient spells that create limitations in your subconscious. But the good news is, you can reverse these spells. By using positive and empowering words, you can rewire your mind, boost your self-confidence, and enhance your well-being. Every word is an intention, and an intention has the power to become a reality. When you speak powerful words, you create a spell for success and abundance. There's a deep spiritual truth behind the saying, I create what I speak. Even the origin of the word abracadabra points to the ancient belief that spoken words create reality. For centuries, people have known that words, when combined with intention, transform reality. However, most people do this unconsciously. Now that you're aware of this, will you continue to cast spells of limitation with doubt? Or will you harness your creative power? Magic is on the tip of your tongue. Use it consciously and watch your world transform before your eyes. According to the theory of linguistic determinism, language isn't just a tool for communication. It shapes how we see the world. People who speak different languages may develop different perceptions of time, color, and emotion because words frame thoughts differently. Language is like a pair of glasses we wear unconsciously. It shapes our perception, reactions, and emotions. Some words in the world carry hidden influences from the past. For example, the word mortgage is of Latin origin and means commitment to death. When our subconscious mind hears this word, it perceives it as a heavy and permanent burden. Similarly, sayings like, money doesn't grow on trees, silently shape our beliefs about financial abundance. Seemingly innocuous statements reinforce scarcity and fuel a limited reality belief system. To move beyond the limitations of language, start with awareness. Listen carefully to the words you use every day. If you catch yourself saying, I can't afford this, reframe your statement. How can I make this possible? Or, what can I learn from this? Words don't just carry meaning, they carry energy, and this energy affects our mental and physical worlds. Science shows that words even alter the structure of water molecules. Positive words enable water to form orderly and aesthetically pleasing structures, while negative words create chaotic and disordered structures. Because our bodies are largely composed of water, the words we choose can even affect our mood, thoughts, and health on a physical level. Words aren't just tools for communication. They are invisible tools you can use to create your life. Choosing words that align with positivity, growth, and possibility creates a reality that aligns with your goals and dreams. It's time to break free from the invisible limitations of language. Use every word, every expression, consciously, and shape your own reality. Chapter 5: The Frequency of Words and the Power to Shape Reality. When you start using words intentionally, you'll notice how your world begins to change. Your words aren't just symbols or sounds. They're vibrational frequencies that interact with your environment and literally affect the fabric of reality. This isn't just a theory, it's an empirically supported fact. Studies in alchemy show that sound waves, vibrating at different frequencies, can create specific patterns in materials like sand, water, and air. Sound can transform matter into beautiful, orderly shapes or chaotic, fragmented forms. Now apply this to your own words. Your words, your personal vibrations, and your intentions affect your body, your environment, and the people you interact with. One of the most striking studies demonstrating this is Dr. Masaru Emoto's experiments on water. When positive words are spoken or written into water, crystalline structures form complex and aesthetically pleasing structures, while negative words, or fear, create chaotic and fragmented structures. Consider, your body is approximately 60% water. If words can so directly affect water, the words you hear and speak every day also shape the structure and energy of your own cells. You don't just speak words, you also influence your own physical and spiritual makeup. This isn't limited to water. Studies on plants also confirm the impact of language on growth and health. Plants nourished by kind words and positive music thrive, while those faced with negative language or silence grow more slowly or even decline. This clearly demonstrates the power of words and energy in shaping the world around us. By choosing kind and conscious words, you nourish not only yourself, but also the life around you with a positive frequency. Consider the impact your words have on your daily life. Every word carries frequencies on your emotional and physical state. High-frequency words like love, gratitude, and joy elevate your mood, boost your energy, and even support your physical health. On the other hand, low-frequency words like hatred, fear, and failure create stress, negativity, and disharmony. When you consider the difference between someone saying, "I love you," and "I hate you," you'll feel this impact very clearly. Words don't just have an emotional impact. They also create a physical and mental resonance. The words you choose shape your experiences and influence others' attitudes toward you. You can take small but powerful steps to apply this power to your daily life. First, observe the words you use. Are they uplifting or negative? Then, consciously replace negative statements with positive ones. Try saying "I can" instead of "I can't." While it may seem like a small change, this transformation boosts your energy, improves your mood, and helps you consciously create your own reality. When you realize the power of your words, you'll understand that they're not just a means of communication. They're an invisible energy system that shapes the world. Chapter 6: Words, Beliefs, and the Subconscious Factory. Open your mind to new possibilities. You may have heard of affirmations or even tried them, but felt they didn't work. For affirmations to truly impact your reality, you need to align your conscious language with your subconscious beliefs. Simply repeating the words isn't enough. They need to align with your deepest belief systems. Otherwise, your subconscious mind may silently resist them. For affirmations to be effective, they need to feel real, achievable, and possible. This sometimes requires reframing or starting with small, persuasive steps. So, are you ready to become your own creator? Shaping your life begins with the words you use every day. The more you align your language with high-frequency positive vibrations, the more harmony and balance will come into your life. You're not just speaking, you're building your future with every word. So why do some people achieve their goals easily, while others constantly struggle? The secret lies in the power of the words in our minds to shape reality. Your subconscious mind works like a factory. It constantly generates thoughts, beliefs, and reactions, often without you even realizing it. This subconscious factory silently shapes how you see yourself and what you believe you're capable of. Research shows that the human mind produces approximately 70,000 thoughts a day, most of which occur on autopilot. This means that most of your beliefs are shaped by the words you hear and the thoughts you think repeatedly over the years. As a child, the words you hear from your family, your surroundings, and society create an invisible yet powerful pattern in your mind. This mental factory generates scenarios that influence your life without your awareness. It's a silent and constant force that can elevate or hold you back. A striking example of the influence of language was seen in a famous experiment. Participants were shown a video of a car accident and then asked different questions. One group was asked, "Did you see a broken headlight?" And the other group was asked, "Did you see a broken headlight?" This small difference significantly changed people's likelihood of seeing a broken headlight, even if it wasn't there. This demonstrates how small changes in words can affect our perception and how we interpret reality. In daily life, the language we are constantly exposed to, whether true or false, shapes our beliefs and memories. Our subconscious absorbs these words and creates a reality around them, reflecting the world back to us like a silent mirror. Let's make this effect even more personal. If you constantly say, "I'm terrible at math," your mind believes this to be true and creates an unconscious barrier when you encounter a math problem. This is called self-affirmation. Your mind works to align with your beliefs about yourself. Every word you say can create boundaries or opportunities. If you replace statements like, "I always make mistakes," with, "I learn every day," you give your mind the opportunity to explore possibilities and move beyond them. This small change is the beginning of reprogramming the way your subconscious works. The origin of our true beliefs often begins in childhood. Research shows that the words we hear as children create patterns in our minds. When children are told they are talented or intelligent, they often adopt these beliefs. On the other hand, negative comments are equally ingrained in their minds. As an adult, some of the thoughts you carry today are echoes of words you internalized long ago. Visualization is a powerful tool for reprogramming your mind. Your subconscious mind struggles to distinguish between reality and imagination. When you repeat a word, your mind perceives it as reality. Therefore, consciously choosing your words shapes both your thoughts and your beliefs. If you want to consciously change your life, first observe your words, then reframe them to support high-frequency, positive energy. Every word is a tool that influences your subconscious mind, and every tool is your power to create your own reality. Chapter 7: Visualization, Language, and the Quantum Effect. Athletes and performing artists use visualization to develop skills they perceive as successful for exactly this reason. The mind creates powerful pathways that make success feel attainable. When you combine visualization with words that align with your goals, you open up concrete and powerful new pathways in your life. For example, you could spend just 5 minutes each day mentally imagining yourself achieving a goal and pairing it with phrases like, "I'm confident," or "I'm ready." This repetition strengthens your subconscious mind and aligns it with what you truly want. The first step in activating your subconscious mind is to notice that the language factory is working for you. Observe whether the words you tell yourself are positive and empowering, or are they reinforcing limitations? Replace phrases like, "I can't," saying, "I'll figure it out," or "I'll try," with "I'll find a way in time," or "I'll try." May seem like a small change, but it has a profound impact on your subconscious mind. This involves reframing not only your thoughts, but also your behaviors and emotions. Positive language not only sets an intention, but also establishes a mental foundation. Speaking words that reflect your desired reality directs your subconscious mind to support these beliefs. Are you ready to build a future aligned with your dreams and reprogram yourself? Build a language factory in your mind and create the life you truly desire. If you want to design your reality with words, start with small changes. If you find yourself saying, "I can't handle this," say, "I'm getting stronger." These small steps are the beginning of changing mental patterns. Over time, your mind builds a foundation of resilience and self-confidence with these words. Try this exercise in your journal. Replace every negative statement with a positive one instead of, "I can't do this." If someone else has succeeded, you can too. This simple habit can transform your mindset. Imagine a life where challenges form the foundation for growth, strength, and positivity. Every word you choose is like a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. Language doesn't just reflect your thoughts. Consciously choosing words that uplift and empower you allows you to create a reality aligned with your highest goals. This journey is about designing your own life through a matrix of words. It's not about avoiding fear and limiting language, but about choosing language that moves you forward, elevates your soul, and creates. Opportunities are not about fear, but about empowerment. Start small, focus your attention, and choose words that serve your purpose. Your deepest desires are right now. The journey is just beginning. Quantum physics shows us that observation affects reality. Famous studies like the double-slit experiment revealed that particles change their behavior as waves, or particles depending on the observer. Particles behave differently under observation. This discovery shocked the scientific world. Consciousness seemed to influence matter. Now imagine applying the same principle to language. Every word you think or speak is an act of observation, channeling energy into an infinite field. Your words create tiny shifts in the quantum field that shape possibilities. This is not a theoretical idea. Studies show that people who use positive language have lower blood pressure, stronger immune systems, and lower rates of depression. It's as if your body responds to the words you hear and say. Even if you don't realize it, your words are transforming your mind, body, and environment. Chapter 8: Creating Reality the Way You Perceive It. There's a physical response to the words we use. It's a quantum response that goes far beyond a simple attitude. Think of your words as switches in a quantum field that shift between different realities. Even the simplest language change can have a profound impact on your experience. For example, instead of saying "I must," try saying "I will." This isn't just a tone change. From a quantum perspective, you're actively choosing a broader version of reality. It's like choosing a more likely outcome when opportunities arise. Quantum theory allows for multiple possibilities, and by changing your words, you're secretly choosing the outcomes you desire. Here's a daily challenge. Pay attention to every limiting statement you use. When you say, "I can't," "This will never happen," your subconscious mind reinforces that possibility. Instead, use phrases like, "How could it be?" or "I will explore alternative paths." If you do this, you're gradually pushing your reality into new, uncharted territory. Science shows that words can influence perception and behavior. It's not just about being positive. There's a concept in quantum physics called wave collapse. When an observer makes a measurement, the field of possibilities collapses into a specific state. Now, Think of your affirmations as tools to collapse your desired reality by saying, "I have succeeded," instead of "I will succeed one day." You're not just talking, you are currently aligned with your desired reality. This alignment is the key to influencing your quantum experience and increasing the probability of what you want. If language is so powerful, why don't we all use it consciously? There are obstacles and doubts, habits, social conditioning, and fears prevent us from fully utilizing this power. But the key is awareness. You can overcome these limitations by being conscious of your word choices. The matrix of words is real, and you live the life you create with every sentence. Realize that mass media employs specific strategies to profoundly influence your subconscious. Create a world that creates reality with carefully chosen words. Every headline, every sentence is a powerful spell. It programs your perception and penetrates your subconscious. At this point, consider a more subtle framing trick. Instead of labeling a protest a riot, label it a demonstration. Words alone can change your emotional response. Research shows that words act as mental frames, guiding you toward a particular perception of an event. The media shapes attitudes by framing the same scenario differently, dividing opinions and forcing people to unconsciously choose sides. This subtle linguistic trick is one of the most effective tools the media uses to manipulate public opinion, from politics to social media. But the problem isn't just with the media. There's another hidden force known as the spiral of silence, which keeps people aligned with the dominant narrative. This theory explains how the media influences public perception by portraying minority views as less popular or dangerous. Words don't just shape your internal experience, they also influence your environment and society. Now, be aware. Your words aren't just sounds. They're quantum-level energy, instruments of observation and choice. With every sentence, you construct your own reality. Conscious word use is the key to rewriting your life on both a personal and collective level. Chapter 9: The Social and Neuroplastic Power of Language. Social language isn't just a tool for conveying thoughts. It's an architect who guides minds, an invisible force that shapes perception. When certain words are used repeatedly, they unconsciously create a mental orientation. They cause people to think the same ideas, feel the same emotions, and view the world through the lens chosen by the majority. Those with opposing views, fearing exclusion, choose silence and feel alone. This creates echo chambers, closed mental tunnels through which only one perspective can pass. And over time, these tunnels create the illusions that society perceives as truth. But this is a carefully crafted decoration. The media doesn't just reflect reality. It actively produces, shapes, and manipulates it. Therefore, the first step is to notice the following: the language used in headlines, the metaphors chosen, the repeated phrases, the reasons why a story is framed this way. Ask yourself, what is the emotion behind this word? What does this phrase evoke in me? Because seeing these techniques is like breaking a spell. It's the beginning of freeing your mind from the invisible hands of manipulation. Remember, every word you read is a touch. Every headline, every sentence, every expression is a subtle vibration that shapes how you see the world. Sometimes you may feel overwhelmed by such immense language, but fear not. Knowledge is power. And the moment you realize this power, your invisible chains have already begun to dissolve. But it doesn't end there. Language has another power that affects much deeper layers of our lives. Words that physically shape our brains. Every time you read, hear, or think, a pathway in your brain is strengthened. This is called neuroplasticity. Language can reshape not only your emotions, but also the structure of your brain. Some words bring calm, others trigger fear. Some build confidence, while others breed doubt. Language is one of the deepest building blocks of our mental architecture. So, positive affirmations aren't just feel-good phrases. They're like neural impulses that affect the brain's physiology. Phrases like, I am strong, I am capable, and I am ready open new pathways to the mind, erase the remnants of old fears, and open windows to the future. This is why change is possible even in adulthood. The mind can be restructured through language. You can update your internal software with conscious words. Quantum physics says exactly this. Observation affects reality. A particle changes its behavior the moment it is observed. When you apply this concept to language, you realize every word you use is an observation. When you pay attention to a possibility, you summon it onto the stage of reality. Speaking positively isn't just being optimistic. It's choosing a specific future from the realm of possibilities. You create a framework of reality with your words and then begin to live within it. Not just at the individual level, social language also affects the quantum realm. When the media uses rebellion instead of protest, or regulation instead of reform, they subtly manipulate people's emotions. These words don't just convey information. They are invisible cranes that pull collective reality in certain directions. Recognizing these frameworks is the most important step in breaking free from the external narratives that control your mind. And here, a profound truth emerges. Language, when used consciously, is a tool of freedom. Abundance, expansion, growth, confidence, clarity. These words elevate the mind. Doubt, scarcity, inadequacy, fear. These words drain energy. The moment you become aware of the words you use in your life, you begin to choose not only your thoughts, but also the direction of your life. Every word is a choice, a vibration, an invisible thread that weaves your reality. Now, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, which words are weighing me down? Which ones are lifting me up? If you replace the negative statements you repeat daily with powerful words that uplift you, the rhythm of your life will begin to change. Because changing words means changing the way you experience the world. Even if just for one day, pay attention to your language. When you catch yourself using a negative statement, replace it with a higher vibration. Then watch. The mind silently shifts into a new pattern. When you control your language, you control not only your communication, but also your future. When you speak with intention, you begin to create a reality that reflects your potential. Invisible boundaries dissolve. Your inner freedom is activated. Every word becomes a door. Every sentence opens a new path. Every statement carries the opportunity to rewrite your story. This journey is not about becoming someone else. On the contrary, it's about uncovering your true self. The power within you has lain dormant for too long.